Welcome back, you guys, to another episode of the Bull City Pioneers podcast. Tuning in your two favorite Latinos right here. My name is Hector.
My name is Luis.
And today,
Javier, encantado.
We have Javier. Javier, como el español. Today, we're in the Durham Memorial Stadium with one of the current players of the Tobacco Road FC. They play in what league?
USL2.
USL2, which is kind of like División 2, ¿verdad? Yeah, okay, for the Spanish-speaking listeners. First of all, thank you, Javier, for coming on.
Pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
thank you so
Pleasure
much.
having
I
you.
appreciate you.
How's that? When he texted me on Instagram, I was like, yo, we got to get this guy in. First of all, he's a fucking GOAT. First of all, he plays soccer like nobody does. And I mean, he's in the Bull City playing for a team that's in the Bull City, so it's like, this is perfect. We're gonna hook him on. And fun fact, we're gonna do a second podcast. This is part one of 2 parts. Second podcast is gonna be about a sneak peek of what he has going on right now. It'll be interesting and it'll be good for the community. So for sure, we're gonna get you guys listening to that podcast soon. So Javier, who are you? Who's Javier?
Well, I'm Javier Alcarria. I'm from Spain, Valencia. Came to the United States 4 years ago. Had a chance to come with a scholarship, soccer scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
So I came and played for Barton College School in Wilson, North Carolina.
Right.
And well, after that, I was really interested in playing, and I got the chance to play in Atlanta Setbacks. It's a team in Atlanta. They used to be pro back in the day, and now they're in the NPSL, which is another league.
Yeah.
And well, I fell in love with the community in Raleigh, Durham, and I had the chance to be called and selected by Tobacco Road FC, which is the Bull City team.
Yeah.
So I got really lucky to play there, play here last year.
Okay.
I was able to play, but I had an offer in New York, so I left to New York, and I only played half of the season. I got lucky this season to completely committed to the program and to the team. Have an amazing team, amazing organization, president, Cedric, the head coach, and Seth, the president. They do an amazing job. The goalkeeper coach, David, Rodrigo, the assistant coach. I mean, we have an amazing staff over here. Even the doctor of the United States national selection is part of the Duke medical program.
Yeah.
Michael.
Michael.
He's also working with us. So, I mean, it's a really good organization. We'll keep moving forward and hopefully make this organization go pro in a few years.
Oh yeah,
That'd
be crazy. Yeah, you went from España, which is Spain, to Barton and Wilson, and then New York as well, and Atlanta, and now Durham. So what made you stay here? Like, I know you had offers. You're playing in Atlanta for the Silverbacks. Yeah. New York for what team?
I went there to work and to do a trial with New York City.
New York City.
Yes.
Oh wow! And then so what made you stay? Like, what do you like the most about this team in the Bull City?
I think overall it was just the culture, the atmosphere.
Right.
It felt like a family. Gotcha. At the end of the day, I met my wife here.
Oh really?
Yeah, I got married. Yeah, well actually, she goes to NC State.
Oh,
so,
that's crazy.
Awesome,
I met her 2 years and a half ago. Yeah.
2 years and a half.
Wait, so how old are you?
I'm 21. Yeah.
Oh shoot!
Whoa.
Yeah, you met her early,
dude.
That's awesome though.
This guy is only 21, but he's done so much. Congratulations, bro.
I thought you were older. I'm 22.
No, it's just the level of maturity that you have, bro. It's like you honestly seem more like a 25, 26-year-old. Most people at 21 are not doing this type of stuff, for sure. Well, you guys will know what he's doing, what he has up his sleeve soon, but just know it's big and it's coming. That's all I'm gonna say. So
personal hype man right here, bro.
I'm ready.
He's ready.
Give me the button finger, bro.
I got you ready,
bro. So you played in Villarreal in Spain. So what happened there? Like what happened there? Why did you come over to the U.S.?
So, I mean, the world of sport is really competitive. There's a lot of level in terms of soccer ability in Spain. So, I mean, I had the chance to travel to play in Amsterdam, Belgium, France, awesome, all over the world.
Yeah.
But then that was the beauty of the sport. But then I had the injuries too. which is also part of the
Oh,
sport.
yeah.
You know, I had 2 hip surgeries,
Oof.
Oh, wow.
back injury. You know, you get to know the worst part of the sport because while you're playing, and you're really good, everyone gives you attention, you're popular, but then
Yeah.
when you're like 6 months into, you know, surgery rehab, and you're not performing in the field,
Yeah.
the feeling is like you're by yourself.
Gotcha.
And that's
Yeah.
most of the athletes feel that way, you know.
Mhm.
So I had the opportunity, and a friend of mine, Miguel Tudon, he came to the United States to play. He used to play BRL too, and he told me how good was the experience of being a student athlete.
Mhm.
So I was like,
Why not?
why not?
Yeah.
And you get to get your education in the process as well.
Education, paid, play at a high level, feel like a professional, and then maybe
Yeah.
why not go pro afterwards?
Of course.
Which is that one of the journeys that everyone has in mind,
It's a
right?
dream.
US,
It's a
yeah.
dream.
Yeah.
But so that was one of the reasons why I came here.
Mhm.
But I was also thanked to Ricardo Oliveira. He was
Mhm.
assistant coach at Barton. He
Mhm.
really took care of me. He wanted to make sure that I recovered well from my injury.
Mhm.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, so many people that helped me out to make this happen. You know.
Of course.
And now I just want to give back to the community with
Gotcha.
the
Yeah.
things that we were talking about. Yeah.
And
Oh.
what were you saying?
So I was just gonna say, like, so through those injuries, did
Yeah.
you feel that way? Like, cause you described like
Yeah,
how
you feel horrible.
no, I'm like that loneliness that you were talking
Yeah,
about.
you feel horrible.
You
So,
felt-
so what happens sometimes is everything comes together at the same time. So my parents got divorced
Oof.
when I was 12, and I
Yeah.
got my hip injury. So you know, it was a big change in my life.
So you got that injury early.
Early, yeah. I mean,
Wow.
that was the thing. The doctor was telling me that was like, this is not normal.
Yeah.
So you gotta take care. And then when I was 16, I injured my left hip. So
Oh,
it's basically
yeah.
the same. But of
Mhm.
course, now I got really lucky. The doctor of Rafael Nadal, which his name is Angel Ruiz Cotorro.
Mhm.
Rafa Nadal is a famous tennis player of
Yeah,
Spain.
yeah.
Right.
And
Oh, yeah.
he's an expert in hips. He did both surgeries. I was really lucky that I was able to recover properly. But I mean, the experience overall, you grow stronger,
Yeah, yeah.
and you feel like horrible.
Right, right.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to like having, setbacks, setbacks make you stronger, and the only thing that matters after that is how hard you bounce back, There you go. But dang, that's crazy. In Barton, what's like because you went from Villarreal, which
Yeah.
is in Madrid.
Yeah, it's in the Valencian community, so in the Mediterranean coast,
Uh-huh.
the Comunidad Valenciana, which is like the state of
Valenciana.
Valencia.
Yeah.
Mm.
How did you deal with that change? Because Wilson, of course, it's very what would I say, more, I guess, country. I guess you went from a big city to small. How much did it get? How much time did it take you to get used to
You're
it?
homesick.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day was because there's a big difference in terms of size of countries.
Mhm.
Spain is really little
Yeah.
compared to the US. So what you might call little here is huge.
Oh, yeah,
It's huge
yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, a small town like Wilson for me is kind of huge.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's not huge. I mean, there's
Yeah.
not many things to. It's not like Raleigh.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
always things popping up.
Mhm.
What you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I had a huge family experience over there.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
teammates were great. I mean, I had 2 coaches, Matt Akins, which is now in
Mhm.
New York, and he was like a father to me. And then Coach Mike Michael, he was really pushy, he made me a better player. So I couldn't ask a better experience for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to just have those people around you too,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
that push you to be better. So it's good that
Yeah.
you had like that circle of people
Yeah.
who kept you up and told
Yeah,
you. to,
even though
to
you're
not
not,
quit.
you guys aren't blood. He took care of you. There's not many people like that in the world, man. Like that took with you.
Yeah, I was actually talking to a few of my friends. They're like investors in New York, Texas,
Like
Austin.
stocks and
Yeah,
stuff?
we had stocks, stock market, real estate, and we were talking about
Mm-hmm.
how competitive it's the world, and it was a thing that really impacted me. We were talking about fighting, competing, and I was
Mhm.
like, well, and I put like an example, like a soccer example. I was like, if you guys could break the leg of your teammate that plays in the same position as you, and you secure a professional contract, would you do it?
Holy
And hey,
Yeah,
Hey,
that's something serious.
their response was 95% said yes.
Really?
Wow.
I mean, and that just shows that the U.S. is competitive. It's like you have to make it no matter what. That's the culture in the U.S. You know, you
No,
gotta-
but some of those investors, they were from Spain, from
Oh, okay.
Panama, from the Dominican
Oh.
Republic.
I was gonna
everywhere.
ask you, like, were you the only like
Yeah,
foreign?
no,
person?
no, no,
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it was really impressive. Like, I'm not,
Mhm.
I will not sacrifice my values and my beliefs to achieve something I want. You know, I think it's as important the journey as
Mhm.
the final result. But
Of course.
nowadays,
Like that, yeah.
hey,
Yeah,
nowadays,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
it's competitive.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah,
fighting
yeah.
for, you know, so many things. And in your sector, in podcast
Yeah.
stuff, there's so many people doing what you do.
Yeah.
How do
And
you
it's-
differentiate
yeah.
yourself, right?
There you go.
It's grown so much over the past like 5 years that it's just, I don't want to say it's oversaturated,
Yeah.
but like, you know, there's always still room for anybody to grow.
Yeah.
With no matter what you do, you just have to be good at it, and you have to, like you said, like, it's so competitive, but you just can't let that, you know, like block your ability to still work with others
Yeah.
and stuff, and cooperate and just befriend people. You know?
And I just noticed your tattoo. I'm guessing it's related to your struggles, dia dia, which
Yeah.
means day to day. You know, just living your life day to day. I'm guessing it is.
This is
really-
kind of like my motto, yeah.
Gotcha. When did you get it? After your 2 hip injuries, or?
Yeah, I was actually here in New York. It was with a friend of
Oh,
mine.
okay. Cool.
Was it a dare you actually got it? Cause
No, it was, it was a long story. But yeah, it was a long story, but it was. I finally got it, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
He got a huge one in his back. A friend of mine called Anthony from New York.
Right.
He's an amazing guy.
He got a big tattoo on his back.
Yeah, he
and
got
you were like, nah, let me just get this little.
He got Demolition Man. in his
Demolition
back.
Man.
I'm like,
Is he a soccer player?
No, he's a football player.
Oh, okay. That
Big
makes
sword,
sense.
yeah, big
That
sword,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
That makes sense then.
Nice.
But you were like, no, let me
Yeah,
just get this
yeah,
little one.
Yeah, no, man, I can't do big tattoos. I'll do small ones like you, but I can't do big ones.
Oh,
No,
man.
sir, I can't do it. I can't do it. But to the soccer, so I know that every soccer player, even when they play pro or semi-pro, I mean, at all levels, they have embarrassing moments. What is like a funny or embarrassing moment that you've had like during your soccer career that really like got to you?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
during like training and then one like on the field.
Yeah.
Oh, many. I mean, many. Like,
Many.
I feel like one part of sport is losing. People don't
Yeah.
understand. Like,
Yeah.
They say Michael Jordan is a winner, but how
Mhm.
many finals, how many games did he lose? You know,
Lose, yeah,
part of the
yeah.
sport is losing. You lose more than win.
And
That's-
making mistakes.
Yeah, and that's
Mhm.
every athlete. There's no athlete that wins more than loses.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I think one of the most embarrassing moments was I was playing against Barcelona.
Oh, no way.
And it was a semi-final of a tournament in Costa Brava, which is the Barcelona state, Catalonia. And it was a pique. I remember I was 12.
Wait, oh, when you were 12. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
I was
Yes,
young.
yes, yes.
It was 10. I was 10, 11, something like that. And I put the ball in the ground. And I couldn't breathe.
Dang.
All the stadium was packed.
It was packed.
A lot of people,
Oh,
just
yeah.
attention.
Just that anxiety.
And so the way it works is you have 5 penalties, right?
Yeah.
So my team scored 3 but missed 1, and the other team scored 4. So if I missed,
So it was
Right.
dependent on you.
So
yeah.
if I missed the pique, my team was
It's
eliminated.
over.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
over.
So I put the ball. I mean, my body language was just saying I was screaming,
Yeah,
like, anger,
Yeah.
frustration, fear, everything,
Uh-huh.
because I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the ball, and I shoot it, and it hits the crossbar.
Oof.
Goes away.
Oh,
So we're
man.
eliminated. The other team, Barcelona, goes through. And, I mean, I felt horrible because it was just like letting down my
Right,
teammates.
right.
You know, I was like
And the
embarrassed. That was more like a big embarrassment. But then I'd
A
say,
lesson.
yeah, it was kind of a lesson. And then one of the funny embarrassments that I had,
Uh-huh.
it was it was a game. I don't normally score.
Okay.
I play
Uh-huh.
a defensive mid.
Oh,
so
okay.
I kind of give the passes, organize
Yeah.
the team, but I don't score goals. So I score a goal, and you know how some of the athletes, they slide through the field because
Yeah.
it's wet, right?
Yeah.
So I tried to slide, but the field was dry.
Oh, I know.
No, to celebrate, like going on your knees and sliding.
Yeah,
Oh, I know
yeah,
this
yeah.
is gonna be funny.
And then, and I was like, I went to slide and I was like, pump, and I got stuck. And my knees were like burned, and you got stuck, and then my body fell
Yeah.
for the gravity, you know?
Yeah, you like.
Yeah, and then all my teammates just fell on top of me. And
Was it turf or was it grass?
It was turf. Most of the fields are turf back in Spain.
Yeah.
They're like, it gets really hot. I mean, that was funny. It was like, oh,
It's a
fuck.
mad rug burn.
Yeah, yo. I mean, at least
Or
in
turf
grass,
burn.
you would have been able to like go into the dirt. In
Exactly.
turf, you just
Go all
what's
the
on the
way.
surface is what you
Yeah.
get. You don't go under, you just stay on top. Oh man, that must have burned for days for sure, man.
It was good.
It was good.
The scoring is always
Yeah.
good, you know.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So moving to the, did you move here alone or how old were you when
Yeah, I
you
moved alone 17.
17.
17 turning 19.
Jeez.
Because my birthday is the 29th of November.
Yeah.
So I moved in August, I was 17. And then I turned 18.
Yeah, how was that experience moving across the world just to play soccer by yourself? Like, do you have like a host family or?
No, so the way it works, I came here a year before to be counselor in a camp in New York called Comeback Amos. Now it is Hands for Youth. And I mean, I had an amazing experience because my priority was to come here for high school, but then I got recommended by the club, hey, the level is not good enough, stay here, and then if you want, go to college. Go for college.
Shoot, okay.
So, yeah, I came here and, you know, the college treats you really well. So they have the residency, like the dorm, the food, the cafe, everything included. So, I mean, it was just like going to a hotel, like a resort, everything included. They take care of you. You have your schedule, your classes, your training.
You were set.
You said, man.
And you got your degree officially?
Yeah, I got business administration and
wow.
sport management, double, yeah.
Yeah, that's great, dude.
Really lucky.
Wow.
To be able
2 degrees.
Yeah.
Wow. See, that's the thing. Most athletes, they finish their sports career and they still don't have their degree. You know, so like congratulations on that as well, because not many athletes in college get their degree while they're playing that sport. Like usually they take an extra 2 years just to, you know, finish off.
Stuff like I
Yeah,
I
for
understand.
sure. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
so much training, traveling.
Oh, yeah.
And then homework, classes. Oof. Shoot. Well, what were some of your like techniques or secrets that you did usually to be able to
Time management.
Time management.
Being able to wake up early, you know, and this is the thing that most athletes don't understand. You gotta take care of the professionals. Like if they know you, they have a good relationship with you, they'll work with you.
Yeah,
That's,
of course.
That's massive. But some of them are like, oh no, I'll go to class, I'll do the exams and hope I pass. Build that relationship with the professors, and then
they'll work with you.
They'll work with
Yeah.
you.
So I know that you play a lot of games. What are some like pre-game rituals that you have to like get your mind ready for the game?
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, like every player has that.
Yeah. It's an important process.
So what I call it anchor, como anclaje, or you know, like those boats that they throw the anchor.
Anchor.
So it's kind of like a stimulus that makes me go through a certain emotional state. So for example, I have a certain song that I don't want to reveal.
Okay.
But I have a certain song that I hear, and it puts me in a certain pumps me up, puts me in a certain emotional state of confidence. You know,
I get it.
Get you in that flow that you're working and you feel good about yourself. You know.
Just like in the gym, like when I'm in the gym, I'm listening to music that I know is gonna pump me up, make me lift that extra weight, you know? Yeah.
And do you recommend usually for people to imagine themselves in the game when they're doing the pre-game ritual, or just focus on just, you know, being ready for the game, not thinking about what's gonna happen during the game, but just being ready for the game?
I think each technique works better for different people.
For
I do like thinking about the game before, like the night before. Before I go to sleep, imagine myself giving a good pass, a good tackle. So I bring that positive, good memories, you know, the good energy within you. For example, a weird thing that I do before games, I shower with cold water.
Really?
Yeah, just to get the... And some people say, well, you need to be warm to play. I like feeling the cold water and activates, I don't know.
It wakes you up.
Yeah, it wakes me up. I don't feel sleepy. And then whenever, before the game starts, one thing that I do, you know the movie Gladiator? Where the guy goes down and when the guy goes down and gets like the
soil.
And feels. I do like feeling the grass before.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
There's little things, you know.
It's like you get familiar with the field.
Yeah. It's stupid, but if it works for whoever it works.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever works for you. It's whatever works for you.
Do you have like a one for like the team that you guys do as a team?
Well, we'll have our kind of like I don't know how to say it, but we get all together and we say 1, 2, 3 dedication.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of
like a chant.
Yeah, kind of like one of our core values is being committed and dedicated to whatever we're doing and pursue our objective.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Next question is, so vos sos hispano, you are Spanish.
Mhm.
Well, no, español que diga.
Sí.
But in the U.S., do you identify more with the Latino community or the American community? Con los, los gringos.
Yeah. I think to be honest, it all depends.
It all depends.
Yeah, because it depends on the personality of the
Gotcha,
of the
yeah,
individual.
yeah.
Of course, it helps whenever you speak Spanish
Yeah.
because you're able to connect with
With more people.
with more people. Because if I'm able to speak both languages, then I'm going to be able to connect with people, Latinos and
Mhm.
Americans, whether they speak English or Spanish, both. But I think in terms of culture, I'll say we're a combination of, in Spain, at least in Europe,
Yeah.
we're a combination of kind of South America and America.
Mhm.
We share similar traits.
Oh yeah,
Makes
for
sense.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite American food that you tried?
Yeah, for
So you've been here 4 years, right?
4 years.
4 years, yeah.
I mean, I had the food in Thanksgiving. That's always a big one.
Oh yeah, it's
Thanksgiving food?
Yeah, Thanksgiving
like
food.
turkey
Yeah,
and...
pasta,
Yeah.
yeah. But I do like.
Wait, is your
Your wife.
your wife, is
Yeah.
she American or
Yeah,
she?
she's from Burlington, North Carolina.
Oh, okay, okay.
Really?
So
Oh,
you've been to their like Thanksgiving
Yeah,
dinners?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Wow, that's amazing.
But do you have family here now since then?
Nah. So
No.
my sister is in Slovakia studying medicine,
Oh,
and both of my parents are in Spain.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's crazy.
All over there.
Gotcha.
Was that like the biggest culture shock to you, or like what was the biggest culture shock to you when you first moved over here?
It might sound stupid, okay? But everything is big here. Like the cars, there's so many pickup trucks.
Oh yeah.
Like we don't have those. It's not common
Yeah.
because the roads are really narrow.
Yeah.
So that was one of the big things. And the houses, they're all the same basically here. Like,
Yeah.
so-
Bruh, that is
Yeah,
so
the way
damn
they-
true
the way
though.
they built,
That's so so
Yeah.
they're all twins basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in like communities or like gated communities, they're all literally almost all the same. Yeah. So what do you like about Burlington since you've gone out there?
Well, I haven't been. So she lives right in Burlington and Graham and Saspovo, which is the area.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's just beautiful. Just country,
Country.
green.
Gotcha.
Has a big area. You can play with the dog, barbecues.
Yeah.
That's
Gotcha, yeah.
always nice.
And since you do play in the Bull City, have you heard of the food truck, the Dankery, or no?
I've heard, never had a chance to be there yet.
Ah, really?
Never.
Dang, that's crazy. Maybe we can go and try it out one day.
Yeah. A friend of mine actually was telling me like
Yeah.
a week ago about.
Yeah,
They're really
it's
good.
the spot. It's the spot.
Spot, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
one of the best foods. So I know that you have your coaching title, Class C, correct?
Yeah.
So what encouraged you to get your coaching title?
Well, I
Do you
always
see yourself coaching in the future?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, no doubt. I wanna, what we're talking about how I wanna impact the community, and then I wanna do coaching right now as my side job.
Mhm.
Just put it that way. But I mean, I love the game.
You love the game.
Being able
Yeah.
to transmit my passion, my knowledge to the kids. That's amazing. It's
Awesome.
outstanding.
Yeah.
It just feels good.
Feels
It
good.
feels
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah.
Feels natural, exactly.
Mhm.
You know, when you're doing something, doesn't matter if there's something that you love.
Mhm.
You don't care how much work time you put.
Yeah.
It just feels natural. Like you want to do it.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Especially, I feel like too, like with people who are starting out with something new, like they want to try something new and they just have that passion for it. Like even regardless if you're not good at it in the beginning, if you're putting in that work for it, like eventually,
And you can tell, like for example, you guys, you're natural with this. You guys love it.
Yeah.
You guys love it.
Yeah, we failed a good amount of times, but yeah, we trying to get more
like,
natural.
remember we were
Like,
talking about
yeah.
earlier. We were talking about earlier about like was it failures or something like
Yeah.
that? Like you gotta fail. Like
Yeah.
Michael, you're talking about
Yeah,
Michael
Michael
Jordan
Jordan.
failing and stuff. Like we failed so many times.
Yeah.
Like, we're just growing with the podcast, and the more we do it, the better we get at it.
Yeah,
Just
I
like
mean,
with you and soccer.
This is like, I think that the audience might not be noticed, but
Yeah.
we just met 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that is
We
just
just met,
we
man.
just met 20
And we
minutes
just
ago.
talking.
Yeah.
I had a conversation is flowing
Yeah.
because it's natural. It,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
goes well with you guys.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
but
yeah.
sometimes, dude, like when you meet somebody, sometimes that it just doesn't spark just yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the
yeah.
conversation
Yeah.
sometimes you could tell it's like it felt a little rough, and like that happens. Like that's what we're talking about. We fail too. Like
Yeah.
we have those failures, and sometimes we just don't feel that connection at times with the person, or Or just started off slow, but like it's just the process, and it's something that we just work at and get better.
And the more you do it, the better you
the
get.
better you get it.
Yeah.
It's just a process.
If you don't mind, if you don't have to, if you don't want to, but give us a sneak peek of what's coming in the next podcast. What are we going to be talking about? What it is, or give like a clue. There you go. Give a random clue. It might be like the most smallest thing ever, but
Okay. So, one of my passions is connecting education with sports, and we're gonna make that happen and provide everyone with the opportunity to enjoy education and sports.
So. Do you plan on making that like a local RDU, Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill type of company, or do you look to expand outside of these three cities?
I think all gonna start in the Triangle area,
Yeah.
as we mentioned, and North Carolina. But I'm planning, if everything goes well, all over the world. Yeah.
All over the world. Wow.
World.
I mean, you know, yeah. I mean, yeah, Mr. Worldwide. But it's gonna be easy for you, especially since you know what the Spanish market looks like. You know what the European market looks like in general, which is just awesome. Because a lot of people are stuck in the Americans.
American Latino.
And America is huge. So
It's not the
For sure. Yeah, I just the culture of how to make it to professional soccer is much different from how Europeans do it. Here, usually what you do is you go, you get a sports scholarship, you play for college, and maybe you might go
get drafted.
Get drafted. Most people don't, because that's how it works. And then in Spain, you start from small, from in the academy, and you build yourself up. Yeah. Was that a culture shock to you or no?
Yes, I mean the system is completely different.
Yeah.
I mean here most of the best kids, they know it's really tough to play and get a professional contract, so they go to college, they develop, and then they try to go pro. But if you don't finish school, then you just wasted 2 years. Let's put it that way.
Is that something that you could try to develop here?
I've never thought about it. So I'm not gonna tell you an
It's
answer
totally
that I know.
fine. It's totally
So
fine.
let's
something to think
let's
about.
say let's say something. If you play in the youth academy of any professional team in Spain, they might be able to make money out of you. Because here in America, if you wanna play, you have to pay. Unless you're DA or something like that.
That's what I wanted to bring up as well.
So not everyone has the opportunity to play here. In Spain, if you're good, the club will pay for everything for you.
Right. Yeah.
Everything. Like they will be. I mean, they were teammates. I mean, I'm not gonna say it, but they were. I'm not gonna give names. But they were teammates that were 13 years old. They were making $2,000 a month just playing.
Yeah.
13-year-olds making $2,000. What?
That's
crazy.
crazy.
2,000.
Yeah.
2,000, yeah, and easy.
Go.
And the parents, they give them job, they pay for gas, housing.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But why? Because if that player ends up being really good, they're gonna sell him for 2 million, 10, 50.
And they make a profit on their
They make
investment.
exactly.
Yeah.
So only out of 200 kids, only one is really good. They can profit.
There you
I
go.
guess it's just like economics here too. So
Yeah.
It's just different.
I mean,
Here's more political.
yeah, it's more
Spain's
political.
more business.
Yeah, more business oriented.
Yeah.
And also it's the crazy thing. It's like Canada and the USA. That's how they do it. But then when you go down, below Mexico, Central America and South America, it starts to be more like Spain, where they help you out. They work with you. If you need money, they'll give it to you. I have a cousin who played in the first division over there. Tried to come over here. Over there, they paid for everything. Over here, it's like they were like, "Damn, I can't even get a tryout." It is what it is. It's just the style. Hopefully, I hope that the U.S. does eventually end up like how Spanish countries does.
Also, there's within the system there's like relegation.
Oh yeah.
So, and here in the United States, you end up last. You still stay in the same league.
You stay in the same league.
So that's also a difference. Within the system.
Yeah, for sure. And also the government regulates like how many teams. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the government regulates so much. I mean, you got the NCAA, and then for professional teams, the government is just like on their asses. Like they regulate like how many teams you can open up in a state and rosters. Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is. But Javier in Spanish. Usually at the end of our podcast, we like to ask the guest to leave the Pioneer Nation with, a quote, a question, something. A thought, anything you want. What do you want to leave them with?
I think one of the quotes, author that I like the most is Simon Sinek. He's the author of Why and Either It Lasts.
Yeah.
And I think it's really, I think the most important thing I want the others to take into account is what's their why, what's the reason why they're doing things. Examine it yourself, find what you like, and find a way of making a living with whatever you like and is your passion.
Yeah. Awesome. Hey, I like that too, man.
Why do you do what you do?
Oh yeah. Oh, we forgot. Where can the people find you?
Well, they have social media, Facebook, Javier Alcarria Moreno.
Okay.
Instagram. What was that?
I said, you want to spell it out for the audience?
Oh yeah. Well. Javier and Alcarria Alcarrai. And they can find me there. Facebook, Instagram, and webpage is coming.
It's coming soon. Next podcast, I promise you guys. And let's add some. Hay que agregar un poquito español para que
para todos los latinos, ¿no?
Yeah. Somos latinos.
No hay problema.
You know what? Let's do the outro in Spanish.
Okay, that's all you though.
I know it is. It's gonna be kind of shaky. Es la primera vez que lo hacemos en español.
Dale.
Vamos a ver. Usualmente lo hago en inglés, entonces va a ser un poquito choppy, pero we're gonna do it. Gracias otra vez por ver el episodio de Bull City Pioneers. Hoy tuvimos a
Javier Alcarria,
la leyenda, y por favor.
Put the standard right here, right?
Yo,
I told you, man.
Yo, por favor, si quieren, pueden dejar comentarios en cualquier social que tenemos, y los voy a mirar la siguiente vez. I think I said it right, I don't know. Yo soy Luis.
Héctor.
Javier, encantado.
Y los vamos a ver la siguiente vez.
Peace.
Chao.